So meanwhile, I would let you know the names of our panelists on board. We will have Dr. Dilip Kumar Panda, Headmaster, Selakui International School, Dehradun. Dr. Mona Khanna, Principal, Unison World School, Dehradun. Mr. Arvind Mahajan, Chairman and MD, Springdale's English School. Mr. Raman Kaushal, Headmaster, Tulaz International School, Dehradun. CDR Monica Pandey, Principal, Doon Global School, Dehradun. Mr. Anurag Singh, Director, Summer Study Group of Schools, Kashipur. And Rekha Negi, Director and Owner, Lakshya Public School, Dehradun. And be seated on the dais. Dr. Dilip Kumar Panda, Dr. Mona Khanna, Mr. Arvind Mahajan, Mr. Raman Kaushal, CDR Monica Pandey, Mr. Anurag Singh, and Rekha Negi ji. So the topic is collaboration, creativity, and compassion, redefining learning in the era of disruption. And for this session, we have our moderator, Dr. Dilip Kumar Panda. Now, I would like to request you to take...
Injustice to the talent pool that I have, that I sit there and introduce them. So, my pleasure to introduce Mr. Arvind Mahajan, Chairman and MD, Springdale's English School, Kathua. Mr. Raman Kaushal, Headmaster, Tulaz International School, Dehradun. Commander Monica Pandey, Principal, Doon Global School, Dehradun. Mr. Anurag Singh, Director, Summer Study Group of Schools, Kashipur. And Ms. Rekha Negi, Director and Promoter, Lakshya Public School, Dehradun. Also, I would like to contextualize before I go and sit there. And I would really credit all the panelists, all the speakers here. In particular, I must compliment Mr. Lalit Rautela for the couple of things that he really mentioned and dropped through his discussion. Ms. Kritika and Dr. Sunil Rai, because the world that we are in today, you see, one of the greatest things that has happened is that the effort of digitalization has democratized the process of learning. So this is something which possibly was never envisaged in the world that we existed before. And I want to use the word disruption very, very responsibly. I would not call it as a disturbance caused in these circumstances, but I would like to call this disruption as a resetting button. It has also taught us some of the great things, that we no longer teach subject, we teach children. And when we teach children, we really can't take away the values. Every time there is learning, we spoke about the past, we spoke about Brihannala, and we spoke about Arjun, and we spoke about the Gurukul system. Creativity, a cognitive value, I must say, and compassion, again, a socio-emotional value. This actually requires a little bit of redefining, resetting. I would not call it completely dislocating. And in this context, before I go and sit there, Mr. Arvind Mahajan, I would like to begin with you, that how can educators foster a culture of collaboration and creativity in both physical and digital learning environment? I don't request you to juxtapose it, but if you could balance that collaboration and creativity in physical and digital learning environment.
A very warm good morning to each one of you. And at the outset, I would like to thank the entire team of Ardercom Media, including Chandan Anandji and Pronali, who have worked so hard to bring such a vast... So when I see collaboration, one thing that comes to my mind is the tie-up recently which we have done with Wusong University, South Korea, wherein the students from a remote place in Kathua are pursuing their online degrees. They have got this opportunity to pursue their online degrees right from South Korean professors, South Korean university, and not only they can go to South Korea after 2 years, but they can also go to US, UK, Australia, and the like. So this kind of collaboration is possible, as Dr. Sunil Rai also said in the last session, that if students cannot reach education, let education reach students. And that is what is the today's era, that through digital, we are able to skill at the remotest place using the online delivery machines. It was about asking the question, what is the problem that you face every day, students? You observe every day in your kitchen what your mom is going through. You observe in your bedroom, in your house, when you go on transportation, when you go on vacation, you see what are the problems that you are facing. And believe me, and they have collaborated in groups. I would like to share some examples of my star students who have got excellent results using our Atal Tinkering Lab. One, the automatic gas timer off system, which was made by Manish, got rupees 10,000 in Inspire Manak Award. And nobody thought that, after 10 minutes, the gas has to be switched off. This is a problem with every home, every kitchen. But this guy thought of it and collaborated with others and made a project wherein automatically the stove can switch off after 10 minutes, say. Similarly, one of our students, Bhumika of class 12, she made a smart shopping cart, which was selected by Atal Innovation Marathon all across India. Similarly, the students made medication reminders just to solve the problem. Then ZapShoe. ZapShoe was a product wherein while walking, the electricity can be generated. And this went through an entire systematic process of problem solving wherein they brainstormed, they identified the problem, and then finally they reached the conclusion. So all these projects, and one toy also, like in Toy-Kathon, top 10 finalist of J&K, this student made a state locator wherein he solved the problem of a young mind who is not able to remember the state names. So he has made a game around it which got selected in Toy-Kathon. So all these problems, there was no grading, there is no report card, there is no book. But what is there is sparkling eyes, engagement, and the real learning happening there. There are no exams, nothing, but the students shine. Even 4th class students, after making a fan, they are so enthusiastic about it and they come to show that this is the fan we have made. So this is all about collaboration. And we also did a science exhibition which was a wonderful hit, and now what students have done is students are coming up to do a speaker session on the projects that they have made. They are going to IIT Jammu for science exhibitions, and then they are going to national startup festivals and displaying their projects. And they are at home, they are to other students, they are delivering the sessions as to how they have made this project and why you should also. So others are getting motivated as to how to do. And this is not the normal classroom that existed few years back. And we all will admit that now disruption is not coming, it is already there. Students are using Google for answering questions, ChatGPT for assignments. So what is there in it for school to do? The school has to teach what Google cannot, which is creativity, collaboration, and compassion. Thank you.
Hello. Very well put, Mr. Mahajan. And you have actually, set the ball rolling. And if I would now like to say, bring eternal values into question, and I'll direct this question to Mr. Raman Kaushal. Mr. Kaushal, in what ways can compassion and emotional intelligence be integrated into curriculum design and teaching practice?
Thank you, sir. A very good morning to everyone. I, Raman Kaushal Thapa, Headmaster, Tulaz International School. Indeed, it's a pleasure for me to sit among one of the top-notch educationists of Dehradun and be a part of this panel. a question was asked with me, because how can we integrate the compassion and emotional intelligence in our curriculum and teaching practices? We stand at the threshold in the new era of education, one marked by the disruption, innovation, and unprecedented changes. It is essential for us to change our learning and redefine learning. Like, see, today I'm sitting here and I talk to you, I must say that these two elements can transform our education. If we talk about the compassion and emotional intelligence, these two are the backbone and the glue of our education system. It is not creating an environment where the students, they feel, they hear, and they are valued. But a passionate teacher can recognize that the teachers and students are not just learners, but the individuals with the unique or this identity, the compassion, and the challenges can change this world. Today we are sitting here and we talk about, this compassion and emotional intelligence, right? If these two elements are put together, we can do wonder. Like, see, there are certain ways. Here, I would like to give suggestions and ways to you. If we introduce the social learning program, embedding in our curriculum, it will definitely help us to change our system. Similarly, if we talk about this reflective practices, it is helping our students to come forward to show their emotions. And if we check the culturally repetitive or these practices, so it is incorporating and acknowledging, right, the students' the strength. And finally, I would say to you, right, if we change in our curriculum, like say, this curriculum contain and include the literature, this history and case studies, explore the human emotions, this practices, it can help us to know our students' emotion. Like, see, what we do in Tulsa International School, like, we sit together, we talk together, and sometimes even we don't talk with each other, we walk each other. Like, see, it is said, like I often tell to my teachers, yes, do not produce the toppers, produce the truth tellers, honesty in them, right? Produce a child who is socially, emotionally and culturally strong. Like, जैसे कहा जाता है, अगर बारिश न हो तो फसलें बर्बाद होंगी और बच्चों में अच्छे संस्कार न हो तो नस्लें बर्बाद होंगी. This is what we do in our school. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have highlighted some very important points. You see, what has happened is that digital revolution has helped us in creating a lot of content. Content, when it is fed to the children, it generates sanskar. You mentioned that. And sanskar, an amalgam of that, actually creates our Sanskriti, culture. So, Mr. Anurag Singh, in this context, how do we prepare the students to thrive? And I'm not saying succeed, I'm saying thrive. I'm using this as a biological metaphor. Thrive in a world where adaptability and human-centered problem solving are more valuable than routine knowledge.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anurag Singh. I'm the director for Summer Study Hall Group of Schools from Kashipur. When we talk about kids thriving and accountability or adaptability, so the answer comes from the question itself, where the kids need to adapt and the teachers, the parents need to be accountable for what we give to them. As educators, it is a very, very important focus that we are all open to change. Not only us, I'm not saying that the teachers need to be open to change, the students need to be open to change, The parents need to be open to change. And as Mr. Mahajan said, it has to be a collaboration. First, I'm just going backwards in time. Earlier, the collaboration was between the parents, the students, and the teachers and the school. But now, we have additional factor called the AI. So we need to put that together as well. We can't rule AI from any of our discussions because AI is here to stay. So the kids will know everything from AI, but the basic practical knowledge is what we can provide to them. That's how they will be able to thrive and adapt and be accountable towards their country, towards their institutions, and towards their community. Looking forward to that is when we start giving the practical knowledge. My daughter came and asked me when she started with mathematical algebra, he says, Papa, why do we need to keep finding X? I said, Beta, that's a $1 million question. It's all over the internet why do we need to find X? There will be times there will be times where we will go ahead and say, okay, what is the value of X? I said, so to her, I told her one thing. I said, the value of X will be that X factor that will distinguish you from the rest. And so you will be able to do a lot better for the society, for yourself, and for your community. So looking at all those things, that's what makes us believe that when we tell our kids that they need more practical knowledge, the collaboration has to, it's as simple. I'm horrible, if my wife is not around, I can't survive. I can't get into the kitchen in terms of I can't save my life to cook, I can't cook at all. चाय भी बना लेता हूँ, वो भी उसमें भी एक बार बनाई थी तो हल्दी डाल दी थी instead of अदरक because both look similar. So keeping that in mind, when we get into the kitchen, the food tastes fantastic because there's a mix of everything in it. It's the right ingredient, the right composition, the percentage in terms of here we go, 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. So when our kids want to thrive, so that is where every ingredient from a teacher, from a parent, from an institution, from digital media now, that ingredient has to be at the right mix. Thank you so much, sir.
Mr. Singh, thank you so much. That's why they say that you take the X out of it and the equation fails. So let's go back to the equation. And so, ma'am, let's go to the X now. Commander Monica Pandey. So what role do you think the interdisciplinary learning play in encouraging creativity and empathy? So creativity and empathy, how do we juxtapose together among the learners?
Thank you so much, sir. The thing which comes to my mind, when we talk about interdisciplinary, let's imagine that all subjects need to talk to each other. What will happen? I think when subjects will start talking to each other, we'll be able to have creators who will think better, not the crammers. Rote memory, what we are talking in NEP, switching over to competency. Yes, certainly that will happen. वास्तव में जिंदगी में करना क्या है शायद इसकी वैल्यू का पता चल जाए when we bring all subjects together. That's the magic of interdisciplinary. Let's imagine I need to bring art and maybe humanity together, history and art together. It can do wonders because we need not to remember the events. We need not to remember the dates. We need not to remember anything, I think, because we'll be able to connect. We'll be able to express. We'll be able to get into imagination. And once we get into imagination, express ourselves, connect to the world. That's what will come into each human being. Let's say mathematics and economics need to be mixed together. Now what will happen? If mathematics and economics will be brought together, there is no need to solve the problems. Why? Because we all will be managing budget. We all will be knowing the value, understanding the value. And maybe we all will be able to, our children will be able to have their own budgets for the school events in reality. Let's take one more example in case we get English and social studies together. Now, I think in that case, we need not to judge the character because we'll be able to bring the community together. We'll be able to address the opinions. And naturally, empathy will get into this. This makes me to recall one of the incident being a Fauji, you know. The only thing which comes to our mind is, yes, some incident which took place years back, a rescue operation, where बाढ़ आ गई थी, flooding हो गई थी, villagers need to be evacuated. So soldiers have come over there, and now let's see what they need to do. They need to see the distance for creating a temporary footbridge to cross the water body. So distance, weight bearing, that means mathematics and physics come over there. Then knowing that place, the geography comes into mind. And if they are building a bridge with the whatever material available over there, that means a creativity and engineering also comes. That means even in Forge, that one subject doesn't work. That means all subjects need to be brought together. That is interdisciplinary. And I think that's the best way, and this is the thing which we need to instill in our students. And that's the best example I could think of when I need to say that interdisciplinary will certainly do wonders. And collaboration, I think ADARCOM has brought all of us together to see how this collaboration does a wonder. And thank you so much. I think this makes the point very clear.
Very well put, Commander Pandey. So, Socrates had actually never saw any distinction between disciplines. And no wonder in times like this, mathematics and economics have merged together to create econometrics. Politics and mathematics has merged together to create politicometrics. And biology and engineering has merged to create genetic engineering, all benefiting the human civilization and existence. So in this context, then where do we put the teacher? So let me narrate a little tale before I hand this question to Ms. Rekha Negi. So year before, I was working in a school where I got a bot. The bot was imported from, not imported, domestically made. You know, there are so many bots. I had seen one called Now in Mitsubishi Bank in Tokyo. I had seen Iris. So I also got a bot to my previous school, thinking that how will it operate? Will they be able to then inculcate the kind of things that a teacher does? And I found that there are so many lacunas that we have to overcome. So Ms. Rekha Negi, I would like to come to you. What do you think, and how do the schools and higher education leaders, they support the teachers to become facilitators of, and I underline, compassionate, collaborative, and creative learning experiences during this time of disruption?
Thank you so much, sir. And very good morning, all of you. I am Rekha Negi from Lakshya Public School. मे बी कि मेरी जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं या जो मेरी चैलेंजेस हैं वो आप लोगों से थोड़ा डिफरेंस होंगे, क्योंकि आई एम कमिंग फ्रॉम द विलेजेस एरिया. स्टार्टिंग है, अभी 8 क्लास तक है, एंड 9th-10th हमने अभी स्टार्ट किया. चैलेंजेस टीचर्स के लिए है कि कैसे हम कोलैबोरेशन, क्रिएटिविटी एंड कम्बिनेशन को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. तो क्रिएटिविटी कभी भी पैदाइशी नहीं होती है, उसे क्रिएट करना पड़ता है, उसे बनाना पड़ता है. लेकिन क्या हम एज ए स्कूल लीडर हमने अपने टीचरों को इतनी लाइबिलिटी दी रखी है कि वो प्रैक्टिस कर सके, इनोवेशन कर सके, उनको एक डर के साया से हटा दिया जाए कि अगर आप गलतियां करोगे इट्स ओके, कुछ ना कुछ सीखोगे, तभी वो शिक्षक अपने इसमें से निकल के कुछ नया करने की कोशिश करेगा, क्रिएटिव बनने की कोशिश करेगा। अब जब एक टीचर ही क्रिएटिव नहीं होगा, जब एक टीचर ही इनोवेटिव नहीं होगा, तो वो अपने स्टूडेंट को कैसे इनोवेटिव एंड क्रिएटिव की बात कर सकता है। हमें सबसे पहले टीचरों को एक सशक्तिकरण देना होगा कि आप उनको एक विश्वास करना होगा कि आप क्लासरूम में जो भी कर रहे हैं वो बहुत बेहतर कर रहे हैं, आप कंटिन्यू से करते रहिए। सोचिए, अगर आप फेलियर इज़ नथिंग, कुछ भी फेलियर नहीं है। अगर आप फेल भी हो जाते हैं तो इसमें डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। आप सोचिए कि ऐसी क्या कमी रह गई थी, सुधार करें और फिर प्रयास करें। वही बात अपने बच्चों को भी सिखाएं। हमारे अंदर एक जो कल्चर है, एज ए टीम की बात, एज ए टीचर्स की बात करें, हो सकता है कि मैं फॉर्मल से थोड़ा सा अलग हूँ, चीज़ों को थोड़ा सा दूसरे वे में देखती हूँ। मेरा एक संकल्प है या मेरी वो है कि काबिल बनो। मैं हमेशा ये टीचरों को और अपने टीचर्स एंड स्टूडेंट को कहती हूँ कि काबिल बनो। कामयाबी तो आपके पीछे अपने आप आ जाएगी, लेकिन काबिल कैसे बनेंगे? मार्क्स के पीछे भाग के, क्वेश्चन के आंसर लर्न करके, या फिर एग्ज़ाम में अच्छी ग्रेड पाके? इसमें से काबिलियत नहीं आ पाएगी, क्योंकि काबिलियत तभी आएगी जब आपके अंदर सोचने की ताकत आएगी। और सोचने की ताकत कहाँ से आएगी? जब टीचर उनको इस तरह से करेंगे। तो मेरे हिसाब से टीचर नॉट फॉर द टीचिंग, वो एक दिया है जो अपने छात्रों के अंदर से शिक्षा, ज्ञान, संवेदना और सोचने की ताकत की लौ जला सकता है। अगर एज ए टीचर हम ये नहीं कर सकते, एज ए एजुकेटर हम ये नहीं कर सकते, तो ये हमारा फेलियर है। और इसके लिए एज ए स्कूल लीडर हमें उनको इतनी एक स्वतंत्रता देनी पड़ेगी कि वो अपने विषय को अपने हिसाब से, अपने बच्चों की ज़रूरत के हिसाब से उसे पढ़ा सके, न कि सिर्फ एग्ज़ाम्स के लिए। अब कहीं ना कहीं एक भय की बात जो होती है, डर की बात, डर के लिए हमने RT 2022 से हमें लगा डर बच्चों का टीचर से वो बनाया कि ताकि कोई डर ना हो, लेकिन डर आज भी है। मार्क्स कम आने का बच्चों को जो डर है वह मार्क्स कम आएंगे तो मेरे को अच्छी जॉब नहीं मिलेगी। टीचर्स के मन में कहीं ना कहीं एक भय है कि अगर मेरा अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं आया, स्टूडेंट का अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं आया, तो एज ए हायर प्रिंसिपल डायरेक्टर मेरा डिमोशन हो जाएगा, जॉब जा सकती है, मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं, हो सकता है कि जॉब से निकाला जाए। एज ए पेरेंट्स सबको ये डर है कि अगर बच्चे के अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आए तो उसे वो अच्छा जॉब नहीं पाएगा। एज ए मैनेजमेंट हम लोगों को अच्छा ये डर रहता है कि अगर अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं आया, अच्छी वो नहीं हुई, तो हमारा जो स्कूल का नाम है वो डिफेम हो जाएगा और हमें अच्छी एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा। ये डर ऊपर से नीचे तक है, जिसकी वजह से शिक्षा का स्तर जैसे हम चाह रहे हैं, NAP जिस तरह से काम करना चाहती है वो शायद वैसे हो नहीं पा रहा है। इसके लिए हमें शिक्षकों के लिए जो हमें एज ए लीडर जो मैं मानती हूँ कि उनको दो चीज़ें, सबसे ज़्यादा उनका स्वाभिमान एंड उनको जो क्या नाम रिस्पेक्ट, एज ए टीचर जो रिस्पेक्ट उनको मिलनी चाहिए थी वो अभी तक नहीं मिल पाई। जैसे कि रोथान जी ने कहा था कि हमारे पुराने टाइम से ही टीचरों को राजा से ज़्यादा का रिस्पेक्ट मिलती थी, यानी कि अगर उसका गुरु को सामने आ जाए तो अपना जो राजा है वो खुद उनके रिस्पेक्ट में खड़े हो जाते थे। अगर वो रिस्पेक्ट हमें जिस दिन हम अपने टीचरों को दे पाए, शायद उस दिन हम इस चीज़ों को कर सकें। लेकिन एज ए टीचर हमें भी ये बात समझनी पड़ेगी कि हम नॉट फॉर द टीचिंग, क्योंकि आज जो टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई है, जो AI आ गया है, डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म है, आज आपके पास सोर्स ऑफ नॉलेज के लिए बहुत सारे हैं। अगर टीचर भी सिर्फ नॉलेज देगा तो उसकी कोई रिस्पेक्ट नहीं होगा। हमें नाउ इज़ द टाइम ऑफ ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, द टीचर फ्रॉम टीचर टू एजुकेटर, यानी कि शिक्षक से हमें गुरु बनना होगा। देखने के लिए ये दोनों के दोनों एक दूसरे के प्राइवेसी हो सकते हैं, सिनोनिम हो सकते हैं, पर दोनों में डिफरेंसेस है। शिक्षक का शाब्दिक अर्थ है कि जो शिक्षा देता है, और गुरु जो अंधकार से प्रकाश की तरफ लेके जाता है। जब तक हम अपने बच्चों को अंधकार से प्रकाश की, यानी कि उनका इनर सोल को नहीं जगे, यानी अभी हम सब ने बात की संस्कार की बात, संस्कार कहाँ से आएंगे, कहाँ से हम संस्कार लेके आएंगे? जब सब जगह कंपटीशन है, सबको पेरेंट्स को भी आगे बच्चों को बढ़ाना है, हमें भी आगे बच्चों को बढ़ाना है, लेकिन संस्कार कहाँ है? हो सकता है कि हम एक डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म, अच्छी एजुकेशन से एक सफल नागरिक दे दें, लेकिन एक अच्छा नागरिक नहीं दे सकते। अच्छे नागरिक के लिए वैल्यूज़ होना ज़रूरी है, संस्कार का होना ज़रूरी है। और संस्कार कब आएंगे? जब एक टीचर अपने अंदर से लेके एक सोल, उनको सोचने की हो सके। तो एक नॉर्मल सी बैग हमने एक अपने स्कूल में एक कल्चर शुरू किया है, ग्रेटिट्यूड। मॉर्निंग में 2 मिनट का हम सबको ये एक है कि आई क्लोज योर आइज एंड थैंक्स टू ऑल दो 2 थिंग्स एंड 2 पर्सन हुज कंट्रीब्यूट इन योर लाइफ। ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि जब भी हम कंप्लेन करते हैं तो हमें अपने आप में नेगेटिव दिखती है, हमें लगता है हम पे कुछ कमी है, हमें कुछ और चाहिए। और जब हम ग्रेटिट्यूड करना स्टार्ट करते हैं तो ग्रेजुअली ये वैसे बहुत टफ होता है कि हम पहले 2 करें, पहले पेरेंट्स का नाम आता, माता पिता, फिर गुरु, भाई बहन, लेकिन धीरे धीरे जब 1 साल महीने चलता रहता है तो हमें लगता है अब किसको थैंक्स करें। हमें पता ही नहीं हमारी पूरी बॉडी इतनी पावरफुल है, कितनी चीज़ें हैं जो हम जिसको थैंक्स कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हमें हैबिट नहीं है, हमें सिर्फ कंप्लेन की हैबिट है। मुझे ये नहीं मिला, हमें नहीं मिला, मैं ये अचीव नहीं कर पाया, मुझे इनसे। NAP कहती है मार्क्स के पीछे मत भाओ, लेकिन क्या ये पॉसिबल हो पाया? नहीं हुआ। क्यों नहीं हुआ? क्योंकि अभी जो संस्कार की बात हो रही है वो संस्कार डेवलप नहीं हो पा रहे हैं। संस्कार डेवलप करने के लिए वर्कशॉप एंड सभी चीज़ों की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, लेकिन हमें एज ए टीचर हमें वो रोल मॉडल पहले बनना पड़ेगा जो हम बच्चों के अंदर जाने, क्योंकि बच्चे हमें कॉपी करते हैं, उनके लिए हम रोल मॉडल हैं। अगर हम झूठ बोलते हैं और बच्चों को कहेंगे आप सच बोलें, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल कि वो सच बोलें। अगर हम चाहते हैं कि हम इनर वैल्यू पे काम करें, हमारी इंटरनल वैल्यू मजबूत हो, तो डेफिनेटली हमारे स्टूडेंट की भी होगी। बहुत सारी होती है कि जब हम बहुत सफल हो जाते हैं, सक्सेस हो जाते हैं, इस माई पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस की बहुत सफल होने के बाद भी कभी एक छोटी सी बात, छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम से हम इतने डिप्रेस हो जाते हैं। इधर वर्ड ऑफ डिप्रेशन ये कॉमन होता जा रहा है। क्यों हो रहा है डिप्रेशन? क्यों आ रहा है? क्या इससे पहले असफलता ही नहीं आती थी? क्या इससे पहले फेलियर नहीं होता था? लेकिन आज हमने अपने माइंड को सिर्फ ट्रेन कर दिया है सक्सेस, अचीवमेंट चीज़ें। हमने कभी अपने अंदर झांकने की कोशिश ही नहीं की। हमें पता ही नहीं है कि हमारे अंदर क्या है और क्या नहीं है। अगर वो चीज़ मुझे नहीं मिली तो मुझे लगता है हम फेलियर, मैं अपने सोसाइटी से, अपने आप से कट हो गया हूँ। तो ये सबसे बड़ी बात है। सबसे जो प्रॉब्लम है जो हमने बात की है कोलैबोरेशन, क्रिएटिविटी एंड कंपेनियन की। कोलैबोरेशन के लिए अब मैम ने बताया कि देखो नॉर्मली बात है कि स्कूल के पास इतने रिसोर्स नहीं है कि उस सारी की सारी स्किल्स को एक स्कूल में ले सकते हैं। अगर मैम्स ये कहते हैं कि और स्कूल जो उनसे छोटे हैं लाइक दैट अस, तो वो उनके साथ कोलैबोरेट करें ताकि हमारे स्टूडेंट को भी वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली, वो चीज़ें मिली जिससे वो सीख सकें। तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर, अगर आप रियल में ये करना चाहें तो मैं चाहती हूँ कि मेरे बच्चे वो कर सके जो वो सोचते हैं। दे हैव कैलिबर, बट रिसोर्स ना होने की वजह से मे बी कि वो वहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच पाई। हमें टीचर को ये उनके आधारभूत होना चाहिए कि मैं बच्चों को पढ़ा नहीं रही हूँ, मैं बच्चों को जीवन के लिए सिखा रही हूँ, जीवन के लिए तैयार करूँ। जब तक लाइफ स्किल के लिए हम रेडी नहीं करेंगे तो हम फेलियर से डरते रहेंगे। हमें फेलियर से नहीं डरना है, हमें जस्ट ये स्टार्ट करना है कि जस्ट डू इट, स्टार्ट इट, इट्स ओके, जो भी होगा लेट्स ट्राई। टीचर्स के लिए मेरी जो हमने अपने कल्चर स्टार्ट किया है कि जब भी हमारे पास गवर्नमेंट से कोई भी नॉर्म्स आते हैं तो वी आर नॉट गट जिस कि ये हमारे पास नॉर्म्स आए हैं इसे स्टार्ट करो। वी विल हम मीटिंग करते हैं, विल टुगेदर डिस्कस करते हैं कि कैसे इस प्रॉब्लम से सॉल्यूशन निकाले जाए, कैसे इनसे। जब तक मोटिव क्लियर ना हो, ऑब्जेक्ट क्लियर ना हो कि इस जो भी हमें रूल्स रेगुलेशन मिले हैं उसका मोटिव क्लियर ना हो तो टीचर्स उसे भरे मन से करता है। और जब टीचर ही दबाव में महसूस करेगा, तनाव महसूस करेगा, तो वो हुई उसी चीज़ को ट्रांसफॉर्म करे, क्योंकि एजुकेशन इज़ द एनर्जी जो टीचर से स्टूडेंट पर ट्रांसफॉर्म होती है। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सर, एज अ टाइम अप।
Thank you so much. We have exceeded the time by 5 minutes. Apologies for that. And ma'am spoke about gratitude. I express my gratitude to all the panelists here. We had almost, covered every dimension of creativity, compassion, and collaboration. I hope some values have gone in. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all the panelists for this insightful. So we have Dr. Dilip Kumar Panda, Headmaster. Round of applause for Mr. Arringdale's English School. Put your hands together for can we have a round of applause for Kamobal School, Dehradun? Then we have Mr. Anurag Singh, Director, Summer Study Group of Schools, Kashipur. A big round of applause. And then we have Rekha Negi ma'am, Director and Owner, Lakshya Public School, Dehradun. Can we please have a huge round of applause?